Timbertown. Oh, there's a big sign there. Check that out. Timbertown. Ah, it should be good. That's a good thing when you travel. There's lots of these kind of things to explore. Let's go and check it out. Gosh, it's probably been there for years. Looks like an old wheel. How cool. There's a little railway track. Looks like it leads to a mine, so we'll go in there and have a look. Hey buddy, I don't know if he's friendly or not. We'll go over there and see if you can pat him. It doesn't look like he's friendly. People panning for gold. How are you, buddy? All right?
Yep.
Do you have a few bits in there for them to find?
Yeah, it's mostly gemstones around here.
Okay then.
In my pocket, I've got a bag. Yep, of all the ones you can find.
Oh, nice.
I'll get them out so you can see a bit better. Oops.
Oh, that's good. That'll be excellent.
All the gems you can find. Yeah.
Oh, the kids would love that.
Yep. Pretty sure I just got one.
Oh, how cool. Oh, mate. Doesn't seem very friendly. There's a fair bit to see. It's like a little township in the forest. They have a steam train ride, but we're going to get on soon, so that'll be awesome. I think this is a train station. You know, it's such a beautiful feel here. It actually feels like you're in like rainforest. Yeah, these things are growing out of here. That's pretty interesting, isn't it? You know, if ever you go out with your camera, always give your eyes time to see the detail. Timbertown. This is where we're going to go to the train station. This is the train station. So tomorrow we're going to go to Sofala. It's the oldest gold town in Australia. There's 4 streets and it looks just like you're going back in the 1890s. So that should be a lot of fun. I'll be looking forward to that. Big old boiler. These old boilers, in these boilers there's lots of tubes. And they'd pour water in and the heat goes through the tubes and boils water. Wow, look at that old train station. How cool is that? Let's go and look at these old houses. Go and check this out. And here. Let's see what it says. The Wattles Cottage, the house an example of drop slab construction. Pit sawn slabs were dropped between frame posts and creating a wall. Building materials were scarce and the family settled in the bush, often bring them only the basics for building, like nails, sheet iron and tools. Oh, look at that. Family from the old days. That's incredible, isn't it? 1896. Oh, just awesome. Let's go and look at the house that maybe they've got a photo of those people. Maybe this was their house. So we'll go and test it out. The Wattles. Let's go. Wow. Old chair, old bed. A bowl with a jug. That's where you used to wash your face in the morning. Look at that for an old bed. Oh, look. Hello. What are you doing in there? How did you get in there? Right? Come and have a look. Hello.
There's something in there.
Yeah, possum.
Oh, wow.
What are you doing there?
What's doing in there?
He must have just climbed through the bars. It's cute, isn't he? Old couch. Sit at night time, someone play the piano maybe. Old tea set down there. Little heater over
He's
there.
made himself at home there.
It's an organ. You pump them pedals on the bottom to give it air, then you just play the chords.
Just have to wait for it.
Bit of a kitchen, a little bit dark,
I
but
don't know if you can see through the
you can
aircon.
see. The kitchen. This small hut is typical first settler built when new families settled in the area. I'll show you the kitchen. The slabs were split logs, shingles, da-da-da. The floors were commonly made from packed white ant nest. Oh, that's interesting. Due to the presence of da-da-da. So this building was a little kitchen, where they used to cook years ago. A lot of the old houses I never cooked inside because it just wasn't suitable. Big fireplace, big pot, big kettle, basket. I think this is part of a thing you used to put over food, keep the flies and things off. Nice little light. All the meals on this thing. This used to have a handle. You put the meat in there and it comes out this side as mince. Don't know if you can see a blade in there, but that's how it used to work. And over here, what the kitchen looked like. Oh my. It's incredible really. Well, here we go. Meat safe. Sometimes you'd put a block of ice or something in there and it'd keep it cool, but you put food in there and it kept the insects off it. When I was a kid, my granddad used to have those things. Fishing rod. I suppose people might drop coins and things in there, but you can't see. Dudes. Don't trust these blokes, you keep out of reach of the neck. So this is the dad one and these are the girl ones. So it's possibly they probably have babies sometimes. Yeah. Yeah, I don't trust him. Look at that head. Just don't ever trust him.
Don't trust them.
The thing is they could pack your camera thinking it's something to eat and take off with your camera. That's what you've got to be careful of. Look at his face, he's just so determined. Hey, what's going on there?
Got nice eyelashes, haven't they?
Yeah, they're a nice looking bird, unusual.
This is friend.
Imagine the old days living in a house like this, eh? I'll step back a bit. But you know, you can live anywhere. As long as you're comfortable, as long as you've got food, shelter and clothing, anything can be your home. It can be a cave, an old building. You can always make things a home. We're going to go down this path here in a minute. This way is it's more of a township. Okay. Little river. Winter time that'll be flowing really fast. Beautiful. Big log camp. On this site many years ago, bullockys and their teams, carts with bullocks and cows, would stop and camp for the night on their way to Wauchope and Port Macquarie with their loads of logs and timber. Around the campfires, bush yarns would be told and food and drink shared. And that's just an old cooking pot, just to light a fire under it and put the possum in there and make a possum stew. Timbertown Gazette, so that would be where they used to make the newspapers. Let's go and have a look. Wow. You come in here, get your newspaper or pay the man that what you wanted printed. In these drawers is all the letters that they used to print with. Old print machines, rollers. They'd print things on here, put things in here and shut the lid and the ink would make a picture. Old typewriter there. An old printing press.
My mum used to have one of these in her shed, just like that.
Elsie Gladys Rawlings, 1888, 1907. See what's in this one. The old picture show. Oh, how's this for a picture theatre? So obviously they didn't have a TV, but they probably had a screen. There would have been a projector at the back here. And everyone would come to the pictures, watch a movie. Hessian roof to try and keep the heat out. Just a few old pictures of around the area. People collecting timber. Old timber trucks. And these are the bullocks. They used to put the timber on the cart back here, and all these bullocks used to pull these loads down to the coast, and they put it on ships and take it away. Hello, sir. Who is this guy? The barber saloon. The barber. So there's his tools. Look at those old horse and cart relics. There's the old barber chair. You come and have a haircut and this guy'd cut your hair. Over there's the wash basin. It's incredible, isn't it? Young barbers' haircuts, 1 shilling, shaves 6p. Not sure what this is, but it looks like a kitchen. So maybe they cook meals for whoever came and bought them, I suppose. So this is what I was saying before. They fill these up with water and light a fire and they'd create steam. Turn these wheels and there'd be a big belt going off onto the machinery. We'll probably find one if we walk around. Welcome to... Oh, okay, so the other room was the kitchen for this restaurant. Wow. Look at that. So in this hall they would have had, the community would have had dancing, meetings, just a place where the town could come and have a social event and have a night of fun, playing games, all kinds of things. Gee, what a beautiful building. Horse and cart up in the roof. It's really cool in here, it's quite amazing. Oh. Through here, this is a bar in here, so through here you could buy drinks. The Troopers Arms Hotel, established in 1896. Those old beer bottles. So men would come in here at the end of the day, someone would play a bit of ragtag music on the piano. Give me a beer. Give me a beer, please. Not short, no, bit of an oval. Over there it's got like a grandstand where you could sit and watch the footy game or whatever they did. And up there, probably play music. Hello. What are you? Hello. Oh. Hello. Hello. You know, these birds always make out they're really friendly, but I haven't met one yet that doesn't bite. Right? Hello. Look at that street. Gee, we've got a lot to explore. That's really good. So up here now, what happens is that I think they give you a ride on these old steam tractor. Oh, the old shoe shop. All those little wheels there are for buffing and polishing shoes. Not sure what these do. Maybe this is the place where they come and... See, that's what's under a saddle. Not sure what it's made of. Maybe they come and fixed on a sewing machine, fixed up broken saddles. See, that's a machine for fixing up this kind of thing.
It's all homemade.
I love
all
it.
locally made.
Oh.
I love it. All over
Oh, this is really dangerous. I know. That's what you're saying.
All handmade stuff.
Right round the whole circle,
Oh,
right over to the other wall, if you go down the bottom,
that's really bad.
it's all homemade.
Yeah, look at those woolly hats. Cute, aren't they?
They're really nice.
Yeah, they are nice.
They're very popular those back. Oh, the bigger one, I thought you had the big.
Timbertown Winery. Oh, there's some old cars in here. Yeah. Just one sec. Old cars from the days, 1914, 1929. An old truck up the back there.
Oh, look at that one. It's a beauty.
See, look at that. Timbertown. And this one's stables. So if you came into town for the day, you could come and park your horse in here. And this guy would look after your horse. He'd feed it, give it a drink of water. You'd put your horse in here, there'd probably be all hay on the floor. And the horse would come in here and have a rest and a sleep. And then in the morning when you're ready to go, you'd come over here and pay the man and get your horse back. Just old saws for cutting timber. Look at this big old saw. One man would stand on one side of the log and one man would stand on the other side of the log, and together they'd saw through big trees. Gosh, would have been hard work. Let's go and have a bit more of a look. They had this in the old days. And when your dinner is ready, they used to go like this. And people would know dinner's ready. And they'd come and have their dinner. Look at this guy. It's pretty good, isn't it? Everyone having a ride on the tractor. Friends of Timbertown. So this is just to give you a bit of a look of what things were like in the old days. Look at that beautiful old bed. Usually the mattresses are pretty tough. Little dressing table and brushes. This would have been a person that used to live here, and look at those old hats over there. Cupboard. Friends of Timbertown. Old Wauchope. That's where you put your food in there. They'd have a block of ice on the top, and the ice water, as it melted, it'd wet that canvas, wet that what's called hashing on the side, and as the wind blew through there, as the breeze passed through, it'd make it cold, and you'd keep meat and things in there to keep it cold so it didn't go bad. Cooking pot. Just all the things here. Butter stamp, butter cooler, ice chest. That's another way of keeping things cool. Kitchen table. Yeah, an old couch. Yeah, that was really interesting. So this is a blacksmith. So this is the guy to have a big fire in here. Over there he'd have a big fire. Hammer, and those things there are called anvils, and he'd heat metal up, and from that he could make horseshoes, nails, all kinds of things out of metal. And it's called a blacksmith, and he heat the metal first, and then he'd have a big hammer, and then he'd make shape out of it. Over the back there's all his tools. The old fire station. So those carts here, which I'll show you in a minute, is how they took around all their firefighting equipment. Here's the fire cart, old ladder, big hose in the middle. A couple of horses just to pull this bit. Oh, maybe it was people just to drag it around. It's quite possible. Over there, it's like I'd fill that with water and I'd spray water on the fire. For fire. Carry extinguisher to the fire and then turn bottom end up. Place stream at the base of fire. Oh wow. Look at the old train carriage. What a beauty. I'll give you a closer look at these saws. You can see how those big saws would move up and down and they'd push the log through. So push the log along and those saws would make big slabs of timber. Old guinea fowl, you can eat them. I reckon they're good tucker. Of course you can eat those babies there too. Look at this guy. Look at these boys on the jetty. Look on the jetty. Look at the size of those lizards. Jeez. They're beauties. They'll be just laying out in the sun getting warm. Look at that baby there. Oh my God. Gee, they're big, aren't they? Look at this. Look at that, boys. Wow. How cool is that? I'll get Irene. She'll like to have a look at that. Wow, they're beauties. It's beautiful. Out in the forest, look at that. It's pretty good, isn't it? This is an old boiler, and I'm sure this would have been what they light a fire underneath, pump water in, and the steam that came out would have driven all these engines. Old machinery. So that'll show you what's in a boiler. So all this water will be going through here. This chamber will be heated by fire, and all the water going through there would boil and turn into steam. And when it would come out, they would capture that steam and drive the train or drive the machinery that they were using. Look at these guys. Beautiful buildings. Oh, bloody hee-haw. Hey mate, you gonna say hello? Eh? Just have a little bit of lunch, eh? Yeah. Hee-haw, hee-haw. There's a train. We're gonna go and catch the train, go for a ride. Yeah. Oh, okay, no worries. Yeah, no, that's fair enough. all the passengers off the train.
115 years of age a couple of weeks ago. Yes, by the end of summer. He's driving for about 7.5.
We would have been here when we used to get rocked by the.
Yeah, that all ceased in 2000.
You know, here we are at Timbertown. If you're going through New South Wales near Wauchope, which is just east of Port Macquarie, come to Timbertown. You know, especially if you've got kids. Go for a train ride, steam train ride. And you know, this video is going to be probably pretty long, but you know, everywhere you look is something beautiful, something so nice to look at. But sit back and enjoy it, you know, it's well worth it. It's just such a great place. You know, I think it was $30 each, something about that. And it's the best value for money. Totally worth it. You know, apparently some years ago they'd have people in costume. They'd all be part of it, and they had bush rangers jump out on the train and pretend to rob the train. But of course political correctness came along and all the weak people said, oh, it scared me and it hurt my feelings. So now they can't do it anymore. It's just ridiculous, isn't it? Wow, look at this old girl. So he makes steam. Let's go around and have a look. Ah. $1887, that's how old that is. Listen to the old sound just ticking away. You think that's 150 years old, so to speak. Well, somehow this is getting steam over to there somewhere.
Yeah.
So that steam is operating that one. And on that big wheel, that used to be a big belt. And it'd turn all the machinery in there to do all the work.
Yeah, and so over there is where they bring up the water.
You know, being a bloke, you love all this old machinery. It's absolutely incredible. So I'm pretty sure that this is being driven by that. And that's that big wheel I was saying. It used to be a big belt on there before they had the veranda. And that'd turn all the other machinery further in the building. Amazing, isn't it? You older people will remember all this. Everything is just such a beautiful scene. Just a beautiful day. It's 27 degrees. No breeze. Absolutely gorgeous. You know, these things are so nice just to stop. Look at the old timer there. So these horses here, they say, get really excited when you come and talk to them. But I can't quite work out what they mean, because he looks pretty placid. He's just standing there quietly. But yet they say they get really excited.
They carry around the car.
Beautiful horses, aren't they? See? They say they get really excited, but I'm just kind of not sure what they mean. Everywhere you go, there's just such a beautiful smell of flowers. Colour. Just beautiful spring colours. I believe how nice this place is. You know, it's just perfect weather. Sunday day, school holidays are on, so there's kids around. And just everyone's out here just having a really nice time. It's absolutely beautiful. Well, we're going to go up this way and check things out. Here's an old-fashioned toilet. Timbertown 3-holer Dinkum Dunny. And that's what it like to have public toilets in the old days. If three of you could sit there and do your business, have a chat. How you going, Charlie? Yeah, not bad. Oh, sorry. It's interesting old stuff. The story tree. Now, probably some years ago, they'd have someone dressed up here, and you'd come and sit on these chairs, and they'd come out of this tree and tell you a story. The story tree. Isn't that amazing? And here I am. Just wait till the camera focuses. Just out here in the story tree. The story tree. Someone's going to appear in the story tree, and who could it be? Oh, hello there. You're the lady who lives in the story tree.
Yeah.
Do you have a story?
The old lady that lived in the show.
Well, she lives up the road.
Oh,
You
okay.
apparently live in the tree. Is that right?
It's a fairy tree.
No, it's a story tree,
Oh, story tree.
not fairy tree. Everyone used to come for a story. You don't have a story.
It's a story.
You're sacked.
I better not tell you.
Away with you. Away with you, you're sacked. Look at that beautiful old church just nestled away there, eh? Isn't that absolutely beautiful? We'll go and see if we can go inside and have a little bit of a look. Little pine cone. These are really good on fires. Get a fire going. It's quite prickly, it is. I'm surprised how prickly it is. Let's go in and have a look. Oh, look at that beautiful little old church. I hope you can see it. Isn't it gorgeous? Look at these beautiful flowers. Pretty spot on, aren't they? Those beautiful colours in that leaf. If you come to Timbertown, there's a few little shops and things they have. You just buy knick-knacky stuff, nothing too serious. But, children's playground up here. I think there's one more building up there we're going to have a look at. So this is where the train stops and picks his wood up. Might be the engine we just on, I'm not sure. How many out of 10, what do you reckon of this joint?
Oh, pretty good. Yeah. Not really a 10.
Yeah, I reckon it's a 10. Yeah.
There's so many things to see. I'm just curious to see. You've got a spider web on your hat.
I had this actual spider a minute ago and I took him off and dropped him off in the church.
Did you?
Yeah.
No.
Now it's a holy spider.
Yeah.
No, Dinkum, that's serious. I'm telling you the truth.
I'll just film you and show you.
Hang on. Now in old communities a bell was significant. A lot of bells they had a code, you know, 3 rings was a town meeting or 4 rings was an emergency. And sometimes people would just pull it. And so, hang on, people would just pull it. I'm getting there, trying to ring the bell, bro. And they'd say, it's time for church. How cool. Well, this is the end of Timbertown. This is the train we went for a ride on. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time.